All right, Calvin here from PoorManSurvival.com. Today we're going to talk about something completely different. And this is the Pocket Shark from Cold Steel. I had to pick one up. I had to give it a shot. For those of you who don't know, this is a marker. And so it is screwed together and it is a marker. So here, we'll show you that it is an actual working marker. See? All right. Does it work fantastic? Yeah, it works like a marker should. All right. But it's from Cold Steel. So the question is not how good is the marker. The question is how durable is it? So as you can see inside this channel, I hope you can see, this is thick. It has a lot of threads and it screws together. So you get your marker. Yeah, you can go ahead and draw and do your thing and write and everything. But this marker is a beast. This thing is 1.7 ounces. It's made of that cold steel plastic. It does have a little, I guess, shark head on it, and it is made in Taiwan, or at least that's what it says. So the question is, what is this good for? These are, I think, around $10. You might be able to find them cheaper. So it's a $10 marker, but it's actually more than that. So these are designed so that you can have it in your pocket, you can write, you can do whatever you have to do, although it is large. I don't know if you can get a good look in that for reference to how big this is. But these are actually made to be a striking tool. So you can have this in your pocket. It looks like you're unarmed, but if you need to, you can really use this as a pressure point tool, a blunt edge stabbing tool. I mean, the Cold Steel is marketing this as a self-defense weapon. So the question is, how much abuse will it take, right? So if someone's attacking me and I need to defend myself with this knife, with this marker, what can I do? So if I'm using this in a wrist technique, it's going to get a lot of side torque, right? So I'm a big guy, so I'm going to try and bend this, and it's not really bending, so that's good. So the threads are holding up, and that's good. So it's still on there tight, everything works, it slides, I haven't broken it, okay? So say I have to use this in a self-defense role where someone's coming to attack me, and I'm going to use this in an ice pick mode, right? So I broke out my wife's cutting board. I hope she's not too upset because I didn't want to hit the table, right? And I give that a good whack, all right? So you probably all heard that. It's pretty loud, right? So we'll give it another one. We'll give it another one. So as you can see, from the table jumping around, the camera jumping around, and I'm sorry about that if it made a lot of noise. So we don't have any marks. We do have a couple of fairly decent-sized dents in the wife's cutting board. It still comes apart. And it should still draw, okay? Okay, so is this a self-defense tool? Are you going to train to use it? Are you going to keep it somewhere you can grab it fast? Is it worth $10? Those are all questions you have to answer for yourself. Now I'll tell you, it's got a good size. Can you grab this in a fairly strong ice pick grip? Yes, you can. There's no doubt about it that if I, cover your ears, I'm going to do it again, if I take this knife and someone's coming at me, that I can take that and hit them with it and put a heck of a dent in them. I just put a pretty good sized dent in my wife's cutting board here, so I know this will hurt somebody. I got to let them get close to do it, right? If I have someone already and I'm trying to detain them, it's wide enough that you can put this across the wrist and do subdual moves, okay? Now, I don't have anybody with me today at the house, so I can't show you how that works. Maybe one of these days we will, all right? My son's back from Boy Scout camp. I'll show you some wrist locks and have him throw me around the yard, and I'll throw him around the yard, and, you know, we'll hit each other with a pen. So, but this is one of those things that, you know, do you use a marker at work every day? Could you throw this in a pocket? This is a beast of a marker. So let's just break here. I have a ruler here with me, tape measure, I mean. So this is 6.5 inches long, and it has got to be 3/4 of an inch across. So that is a beefy, beefy marker. But the fact that it takes that punishment, I would say that you could repeatedly over and over again defend yourself with this if you had to. You know, this is heavy enough where if you threw this at somebody and hit them in the face, they're not going to be having a happy day. Is it a $10 marker? I don't know. How long is the marker going to last? Because that's the only, if you are actually using this every day, the marker part is not replaceable. It is part of the marker. See? So that's the question. Are you going to use it? Are you going to carry it on you? Are you in an area where you can't carry a defensive knife or tool? That's the big thing. If somebody looks at this, if you took the Pocket Shark logo and the Cold Steel logo off of this, you could go on an airplane with this. You could go in the post office with this. You could go to the court with this. It's not a weapon. It is a marker. What's the best weapon to have on you when you need one to defend yourself? The weapon you have on you. Big question is, are you going to take the time to train yourself to be defensive with this weapon? Can you keep this in a shirt pocket, a jacket pocket, the top of your purse, to grab it out and make those quick strikes? Either a rapid strike to the forearm, a rapid strike to the neck, to the face, the chest, to the collarbone. And this could definitely do what it's intended to do. Do you want to spend $10 on it? Well, I'll leave that up to you. Can you find them cheaper? Yeah, probably. If you can find this for under $10, I say, hey, what the heck, give it a try. The big thing is, it is large. If I was in an area where I could carry a marker this big, but I was not allowed to have a knife or a tool of self-defense, yeah, I'd give it a shot. What the heck, right? It's not bad, and you have a marker on you for when you need one. Would it be the only thing I'd use to defend my life? Oh, no. No, definitely not. But there are a lot of areas out there where you may work in a warehouse. You may work somewhere. You may not be able to carry a tool of self-defense, but you may need a marker on a daily basis. So just wanted to cover it for you. It was one of those purchases where I was out picking up a couple of other knives, and I had to give it a shot. When I was there, I did also pick up the Cold Steel baseball bat. So we'll be testing that in a future episode, but we're going to do that outside, and we're going to give that thing a good beating. And hey, when we test that, maybe we'll take the old Pocket Shark and use it like a baseball and smash it around with the bat. And we'll give that a shot and see how it works. But thanks again. This has been Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com. Thanks for watching our just short review on the Pocket Shark by Cold Steel. And keep watching. Lots of good stuff to cover. I did pick up a couple of other Cold Steel products while I was at the shop, and we'll be giving those a shot too. Can't wait to get outside. Going to be doing a run through of my property. People have been asking about my livestock and how I contain my animals and stuff, so we'll be going over that in a future video. But thanks again. Again, this has been Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com, and you have yourself a good day.